Welcome along once again, everyone, to round 7 now of the RS Championships, brought to you by LWR Design, D.90, DMJ Vroom Vroom, and myself, WPR Hotlap. Here's your lap guide for this double header for round 7 once again, and we're at Tokyo for two different variations. We are doing south clockwise first, a longer variation with a very tricky chicane at the end, which will cause problems if you're racing. So let's get straight into the lap. Coming up for turn 1, you're going to be in 6th gear and you're looking for the 100 board here. As you can see, I'm just starting to brake. I'm going to try and brake as much in a straight line as I can. Now what's the gearing for this one? I go all the way down to 3rd to scrub the speed, then immediately up to 4th to hold the line into the corner. Stay in 4th, it gives you better traction on acceleration. For this one, you're going to feather the throttle a little bit through here and this bit. When you know you can make it full power, this one again, feather a little bit and then get on the power. Don't worry about running wide, the car will hold. Now coming down here, it's a pretty tricky brake marker for this one. We're looking at here, the pillar on the left hand side. I'll just go forward a little bit between the 150 and the 100. So as soon as I get to this pillar, I'm coming off the throttle and I'm getting on the brakes. Braking a straight line as much as you can, down to 2nd, not 1st, and you can have a bit of a wide, you missed the apex here, you can have a wide entry here. It's fine because you carry the speed and hold it all the way down the straight. So all the way down to 2nd, a little bit of late turning, but that's okay. Carry the speed, get on the power, make sure you don't hit the barrier on the outside. And you're good. All the way along down the straight, you don't need to rev it out too much because the higher gears do have a good pickup here. Up to 6th, be careful of the walls. And just make sure you get over nice and early here so you don't hit the wall at this point. And then move over to the left, let the car handle itself to the left until you get to this point here. And this lamppost between the 100 and the 50 is where I'm starting to brake. And you've got to try to brake in as much as a straight line. You're aiming for the orange sign in the distance and then you're going to turn in. Stay in 4th gear. You could jump down to 3rd. I stay in 4th. A little bit wide on the apex once again. But you do carry good speed. You're looking for at least 90 miles an hour around here. And the car does like to understeer off. So be very careful of your throttle control on this one. As you can see, down to 4th, the car's moving out to the left on its own. Straight up, just stay in 4th gear coming down the hill here, and you're looking for the 50 sign there. And once again, you're going to try and straight line your braking before you hit the massive curbs. Now you really want to take a big chunk out the right hand curb and try to miss the left one completely so it settles the car ready for exiting the chicane. So let's go here, down to 3rd, big chunk out of this one, miss that one if you can, get onto that curb, run too wide at that curb and you will get a penalty. Here you're just going to stay in 4th gear and you kind of feather the throttle a little bit when you know you're not going to hit the barrier on the outside. So here you see, come off the throttle a little bit, back on straight away, as close as the barrier as you like to dare. And cutting to the right for shortest run to the line if you're qualifying. And that is your lap. Part 1 of the Tokyo. We'll do this one out of car as well. I do like this track. So, let's go. There's 100. Down to 3rd, up to 4th, cut right in. Stay right, feather the throttle here, cut in this one, straighten up as soon as you can, then get on the power straight away. The car will hold you around it. This one again, feather the throttle, then get on the power. Don't worry about it, you won't hit the wall. There's the pillar, braking now, maybe a little bit too late on the brakes, but that's okay. A wide line like that, I might see someone try to get up the inside, but you will hold the speed on the outside of the corner. close as the walls here as you dare. Nice and tight for a good entry onto this one. As I say, coming up the hill, you're looking for the lamppost right here. Braking. Car's pushing itself out to the left, but you should be able to hold it fine. There you go. There's the 50, down to third. Cut right in on this one. Did clip a little bit that one. And if you do clip the left hand one, it can unsettle the car and make you go wide, so be careful. And when you're racing, I'd say it's only one line through there, and just wait for your opportunity to pass on a straight like this. Now that's part one of the guide. We'll be back in a minute for the second part of Tokyo. I'll be right back. Okay, welcome back for part two of this double header. And it's Tokyo yet again. It's a south clockwise loop this time. And it's at night to throw an extra spanner into the works for us drivers. So let's get back onto this lap. A much shorter lap, as you can see, 116s on the board here. And some very, very tricky corners. So let's get through this, get in my view. Here we go. Coming up for turn one, you're going to be looking for the 50 board. Or this point right here. Now this is where I am starting to brake. And we're going to drop down. I think I dropped down to 4th. I might stay in 5th, not sure yet. Drop down to 4th. Just coast in a little bit, then get on the power on the way out. This one, early turning as much as you can. A little bit of feather to, oh, just clip the barrier there. That's not too bad though. And then for this one, we're looking for the left hand side. Now you're going to start braking just before you get to the brow of the hill here. As you can see, I'm braking. I'm aiming for the yellow sign in the distance to straight line that, and that's where my turn-in is as well. So you're looking for that. You're going to stay, I think I stay in 5th. Yeah, stay in 5th. Coast round it. Get on the power as soon as you can. Aim for the outside. Not too bad. Now stay over the left hand side here. Now you're looking for this sign here on the left hand side. You're looking for that arrow and you're going to brake in a straight line. I think I come down to 4th. Not too sure. Do it. Yep, down to 4th. Throw the car in. And once again for this one, you're going to lift a little bit. Tiny touch of brake if you need it. Stay at the right hand side, then right onto the left. Early upshift to 5th for this one, and you can coast all the way down here in 5th. This one you're going to brake. Let's do that a little bit again, sorry. Now coming through here, you want to cut right into the left, and you're looking for the end of the tunnel. Before the end of the tunnel where the hatching starts right here. This is where I'm starting to brake. Down to 4th, maybe down to 3rd I think. And get onto the left hand side. You want to be trying to cut this at 100 miles an hour if you can. There you go, 100, yeah, stay in 100 and 4th. Get over to the left hand side here. Now where you see that little arrow again on the lamppost, I think I'm starting to brake a little bit here. Yeah, as you can see, I'm starting to brake now. And you just want to scrub a little bit of speed, not too much, and then get straight on the power for the run to the line. As you can see, 90 odd miles an hour is okay. Could be a little bit faster, but that's fine. And that's your lap of part 2 of our Tokyo challenge this week. We will go back and do it out of car. Because there's nothing better than the lights of Tokyo glinting off your livery at this time of night. Let's go. So there's the lamppost, a little bit of dab of the brakes, down to 4th, chuck the car in, hold it out here. Now this one, I did straighten the car up a little, and that's where the nudge came through on the barrier, but that's alright. Run down here, and you're looking just before the brow of the hill. There you go, start braking, aim for that point, turn in at that point as well, and you'll make the corner doing a decent amount of speed. And as you can see, it made 2 tenths up so far. There's the arrow braking, down to 4th, chuck the car in, it will stick eventually. Here, just tap of the brakes, get on the right hand side and then get straight over the left, up to 5th early. And keep turning right when you get the first part of that double right hander there. And you'll keep a nice tight line. There's the hatching, down to 4th, cut right in here if you can. Once again, stay in 4th, a little bit of brakes, get right on the inside and then get on the power on the outside when you know you won't hit the barrier. And that's your Tokyo weekend done, round 7. We'll join you soon for round 8, Road Atlanta.